Welcome to 11 Minutes with My Lodi. This is a platform to learn all about the most amazing things, the challenging things, and the ins and outs of being a virtual assistant with Virtual Spotter. View, let these ones in. Kumusta ka, boss? How are you?
All good, boss. Mabuti, boss.
Wait, he's repping the VS shirt too. What are we doing? Looking sharp, brother. Looking sharp. Have you lost weight? You look like you lost weight.
Yes, boss. A bit.
Wow.
Helped me a lot. And
Are you still doing burpees?
not really much, boss. But I'm practicing the kettlebell, the one you taught me.
Yeah. Kettlebells. Are you still doing kettlebells?
Yes, boss. Yes, boss. Always, every day.
Have you weighed yourself? You've lost heaps of weight, dude.
Yes, boss. I think since we started the burpees challenge, I think 11 or 10 kilos, something like that.
Whoa, that's massive. That's massive. That was on the 1st of September.
Yes, boss. Yes, boss.
So what's that? September, October, November, December. 5 months. 5 months you've lost 11 kilos. That's incredible, dude. Like 2 kilos a month. What are we doing? Run it. The burpee diet.
The burpee diet, boss. Yes, boss.
And to touch on that, or to give like people a highlight. So for the month of September, Virtual Spotter had a challenge. We had a burpee challenge. We split. It was opt-in, voluntary opt-in. We had about 40 people that wanted to opt in. We went red team, blue team. Zach was the captain of one. I was the captain of the other. And the only rules were we had to do like burpees to a strict format or movement. And then it was basically do as many as you want or you can each day for the month of September. We will tally up the winner, and then that team, an individual, will be deemed the winner of the burpee challenge in Virtual Spotter. Some of the stats that come out of that, boss, were wild. So it was something like 30,000 burpees over the course of September, like during our group. So there's about 40 people, and you were like a massive chunk of them, man, a massive chunk. So
Thanks, boss.
the big dog Kimfher just kept going after, and is still punching him out. And now he's in the kettlebells now, getting a bit of strength, looking lean and mean. So wonderful to catch up with you again today. It's been a little while since we've spoken. I'm excited. I'm excited when I saw this on the calendar. I'm like, man, I get to. Oh, there he is. What are we doing? What do you got on there? Is that tape on the handle?
Cloth, boss, because to avoid some splints. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's every day. So
How many are you doing every day?
like the burpees, boss, like 200 to 250.
That's huge, bro. So how do you break them up?
For example, boss, like 50 first set, and then second set 50 again, something like.
What, 50 unbroken? Just go 50, 50, 50.
Yes, boss.
That's huge.
Thanks, boss.
50, yeah, that's massive, man. Like you'll need a heavier kettlebell soon.
Oh yes, boss, because I think the 10 kg is getting lighter and lighter.
How much are kettlebells? Have a look on Marketplace. Is Marketplace popular in the Philippines?
I think, boss, in Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you need I know you do now. If you're doing 200 and that, and you can do 50 unbroken, you need a 16 at least. I think the next one for you is 16, boss. Because, we need to get you a 16 kilo kettlebell. That's the move.
I'll buy that. I'll buy that.
Actually, I'm going to buy it for you, boss. We're going to buy it for you.
Thanks, boss.
Yeah, let's do it. Anyone, and I want to highlight this, right? Because anyone that wants to improve themselves, I want to help. And you've made a conscious decision. There's a lot of intent in it. And it's like, hey, I'm going to do something undesirable every day. You started off with the burpees. You helped your team win. Ultimately, my team lost, FYI. So Zach's team won. So, and you, Kimfher, were a massive part of that team. And one of the things that were highlighted through there, right, is that how important a team is. Like, it doesn't matter about how strong the individual is. Like, I was doing a lot of burpees personally, but I wasn't contributing. Like, I wasn't doing a good enough job rallying my team and just getting numbers out of my team. And I was just trying to make up my lack of leadership in that burpee challenge with reps. And that was impossible to ignore at the end of it when I lost.
Yes, boss.
It was actually a massive lesson for me, because it doesn't matter how many reps you do. And like, to put that in perspective, I think across both teams, we done like 33,000 burpees.
Wow.
Individually, I done 14,000 of them. Right? So like, I nearly made up half of the entire rep count, but my team still lost.
Yes.
So the lesson was that I should have put more effort in trying to bring my team up and trying to get everyone to do their reps, and less effort in me just trying to like out-muscle my way into victory for my team. It was a massive lesson that I can apply in all other areas. So like, I got a lot out of it. It was cool. So we're going to get you a 16 kilo kettlebell. And the reason why is because you're making a conscious effort. You're doing something undesirable. I just want to support you ultimately. And it's a very small gesture for us to be able to help you get jacked, if I'm going to be honest. Let's get Kimfher jacked. So I'm really proud of you, boss. I'm proud that you're losing the weight. I'm proud that you're doing the work. Has your diet changed at all? Or are you still you're still eating the same diet?
Actually, boss, since we started that burpees challenge, I focused more on eating like 20% of my meal with proteins. Yes, boss, like some chicken breast, some tuna, and then some. I think I've also reduced my carbo diets.
Yeah.
And I changed them into like, for example, the rice. I changed it to oatmeal, something like that.
Yeah.
Yes, boss, and a lot more protein, and then I also take some creatine, like every day, boss, like daily. Like, yes, boss.
Yeah, right.
Yes, boss. I think it helped me build up some formations.
Yeah.
Yes, boss.
Do you want to start to dance? Like, do you used to be breakdancer? Yeah? Is that something that you want to get back into, or not really?
Yes, boss. I'm hoping that I can still go back in that kind of form of my body. So that, yes, boss.
Have you tried? Like, do you still dance now?
Yes, boss. I still do dance, boss, but sometimes when I'm just alone, something.
Yeah. I want you to be really brave and start putting it on Instagram, brother. I want to watch. Let me tune in. Yeah, let me tune in. We all want to watch. Let's be honest.
Yes, sure.
And we'll even at the virtual spotter party, life of the party, 3 points goes to Kimfher. You were the life of that party, boss. I appreciate you. So, yeah, let's get into the Kimfher story. I want to sort of go back and learn about your childhood, your family, your values, where you live, you know, like how you landed here. Like, take us back, boss. Tell us all about Kimfher. Who is he? Where was he born? And where you grew up?
Thank you for that, boss. My name is Kimfher, boss. So I'm actually from Manila. I was born in Manila. My father is from Pampanga, but my mother is from Manila, something like that. So they met in Japan, boss. Actually,
Wow.
yeah, boss. I was created in Japan, but I'm not born in Japan because, yeah, my mother g- came here to Philippines to continue her life with my father. So yeah, I'm just thinking, what if I was born in Japan.
Yeah, wow. They were both living in Japan. They met in Japan. So what were your parents doing in Japan?
My mother is working there, and also my father is working there, boss. So they met
At work?
at work, boss. Yes,
And they're both Filipino?
yes, boss. They're both Filipino.
Yeah, cool. And so they met in Japan, So your mum fell pregnant with you and then moved home, or they moved home well before that?
Yes, boss. They moved home after she noticed that she's already pregnant.
Yeah.
And then, yes, boss, they came here, the Philippines. And then,
Is that to be back closer with like with their parents or like your grandparents?
I think they came here again, boss, for my grandparents. Yeah. And also, just trivia, boss. That's why my name is Kimfer, because the real name of my father is Bernie Bernardo, but the name that he is using in Japan is Kim.
Wow.
The name of my mother is Fe, so they just combined it.
That's cool. That's cool. Have you ever met anyone with your name?
Uh, I think um, way back 2020 was when I searched Facebook. There's none.
Yeah.
Yes, boss. And my Gmail is just kimfer@gmail.com.
What are we doing? That's worth a fortune.
Yes, boss. That's the only name.
That's cool. I love it. That's really cool.
But now I've already seen some guys, but Kimfer with no H,
Okay. They're copying you.
they're
Let's
copying
be
me, boss.
honest. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's-
And so whereabouts did you grow up? Like, where were you born?
so yes, boss. I was born in Manila. Actually, boss, we've moved a lot of places when I was a kid.
Why did you move so many places?
Because yeah, because sometimes because of the work of my father and my father, because my father is living in Pampanga and my mother is from Manila. They both have houses in there. Sometimes we're in Pampanga, sometimes we're in Manila, something like that, boss.
Okay, interesting. Got ya. And what was your childhood like? Like, what are some of the memories of your childhood?
I think, boss, they say that after the 80s or the golden era, and then the 90s babies are also like, I think I'm still in the generation where the 90s babies were still playing at the streets,
Yes.
playing outside, something like that, was uh, getting sweat under the sun by
Yeah, yeah.
so
Is that not so much like that in the Philippines now? Like, mostly the kids stay inside.
yes, boss. Especially when the we already have some gadgets, computers, something like that, boss.
Yeah, that's that's really interesting to me because I would. It's interesting because the same thing happens in Australia. Like like everyone, like when I was young, like we were all doing that as well. We're riding the bikes out in the street. We're playing cricket. We're playing soccer. We're going to the beach, and like at a very young age. And now we mostly don't do that. Even, yeah, it's a better. Like people are more cautious of safety, and I don't know. It's interesting to me that that happens in the Philippines as well. It's kind of sad a little bit because some of my fondest memories are doing that. Like it's just tearing around on a BMX bike on a Saturday with a bunch of your friends, and you end up at someone's house and you stay there the night, and then you're just hanging out playing footy, and yeah, it's interesting.
Yes, boss. That's why I'm boss. You're my Lodi because I'm already. I mean, I always see your Instagram, like your story, something like that. You're taking your children, to outdoor activities, something like that, because it flashes me back some memories that
That's
a
cool.
kid we were playing outside, something like that.
Yeah. And do you have siblings?
Yes, boss. I have siblings. I have a younger sister and an older sister and older brother.
Okay, cool. And are you close with them?
Yes, boss. Even though because we're just a second family, boss. Before my mom and dad met in Japan, my father, uh, he's already have some family
Yes.
in the Philippines. Yes, boss. Yeah, that's my older brother and older sister. Yeah, but we're close, boss.
That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. And so at school, like, did you like school or were you good at school?
When I was young, boss, I think in school I just, uh, I think what I did since when I was in grade school, I just really love to dance, was creating
Yeah.
friends. Yeah, but in college, I think I'm consecutively dance lister, something like that, was like I'm in the top of my class, something like that. Like
Yeah.
even though
So
dancing
where did the dancing come from?
the dance was.
Yeah, like where did that urge or where did the willingness come, like to dance come from?
I think was it came from the genes as well. My mother is dance. She's a dancer, and my father is
Yeah.
also dancer. When I'm in Manila, when I'm still young, I think the hood there, like the streets, there's a lot of street battles, street dance. It's a thing back then. So when I'm just watching, but I just don't like after that. After someone a team loses, how they fight, they rumble.
Really? Like actually fight.
Yes, boss. That one I didn't adopted that. I just
Well,
also scary. So after that
absolutely.
we run.
Yeah. Is it typical, like is dancing like popular amongst young Filipino men?
Yes, boss.
Like breakdancing
Yes, boss. Back then, I think
back then?
called it I forgot the term, boss. Maybe but it's a foot thing dance. It's more like
Crump?
yes, boss. Crump, something like that, and also I forgot the term, boss. Yeah,
You might think of it later. Yeah.
later.
That's really cool. So, and what did you study at college?
College, boss. I think here in Pampanga. I've already started my college here in Pampanga, here in Angeles City. I started, I think, something. I'm not good in dates, boss, but I think 2012, something like that.
Yeah.
But I took college 6 years because I stopped 2 years, boss, because of some financial problems, something like that, boss. Yeah.
And what did you study?
I studied, boss, graphic designing, specialization in animation, boss. Like it's a major in IT, but the specialty is graphic designing, something like that.
Yeah. And do you still play around with animation? Like I know that like you're doing a lot of graphic design for like inside Virtual Spotter, so you get to practice that quite frequently. But like the animation stuff, do you do much animation or like do you play around with that still? Is it of interest?
But when I'm still in college, boss, since the thing there is real animation, we've been taught and practicing a lot of animations back then. But I think outside of the here in the real world, like so, the things is they are hiring much more about ads, something like that, so they don't give much that attention to the animation, some kind, and then so they more focused on some, yeah, some doing ads, was something like,
Yeah.
yeah, and video, photo, something like that here in the community when where I lived, something like that.
And do you follow like animators on YouTube and like do you try to like is it something that you're still interested in?
Yes, boss, I'm still interested in animation because that's what I've studied. So in my college, I think right now I'm also enjoying what I'm doing right now, like the ads, something like that, like the video, photo, graphics.
Yeah. I still think I don't know if you can remember or not, but I shared an Instagram page with you when they had that animated bird on like the street. Is that hard? Is that hard to do?
Uh, I think it's a bit already 3D and some kind of rotoscoping, boss. So it's that's achievable, boss. We can do that, boss. But
You just need the right tools, is it? You need the right software.
yes, boss. The right software and the right content, boss. Something like that. Like for the
Yeah.
like the reference for the videos, something like that, boss.
Yeah, because they done an incredible job. Like it was basically like a bird on the street and just like cruising around, and then they'd have an animated bird as well, and then they'd have voiceovers like the birds were talking to each other, and like it was super engaging.
Yes, boss. It's so cool. It's also funny, boss.
Yeah, absolutely. So, can you remember? Like, did you like? Was school pretty simple for you? Was it challenging for you? Like, what was it kind of like?
I think, boss. When I'm still in studying, uh, I only find hard the subject math, something like that, and then the rest,
Maths, yeah.
I'm just fine. Yes, boss.
Yeah. Did you
Sometimes, yes, boss.
did you play any sport?
Yes, boss. When I was a kid, I do play basketball. Yes, boss. But after that, I just focused more on dancing and dancing, something like that.
Yeah. And do you ever play basketball now or not really?
Um, Last time, boss, last December, when we had some uh, vacation in Virtual Spotter, I tried, boss. So because we had some gathering, family gathering,
Yeah.
yeah, I think I still got the moves, but I'm slow
Yeah.
because yeah, I'm not familiar anymore with the moves, something like that, with the rules. Yeah.
You might be faster now that you've lost 11 kilos too, right? Let's be honest. Yeah, cool. So college was, what did it feel like when you graduated college?
Honestly, boss, when I graduated college, I thought college is already the life, but after that, after college, that's the real life as a person and as a human, because that's where you find your own work, you find your grind, your hustle, and I understand now why our teachers are so strict back when we're in college. So they're strict in time, the schedule, something like that. Because yes,
Yeah.
boss, and they teach us be, how to communicate, boss, how to. Because in the real world, boss, the teachers and the boss won't sugarcoat you when you're
Yeah.
wrong. Yes, boss. They will
Yeah.
strictly tell you that, yeah, that you messed up with this kind of thing,
Yeah.
and your work is not graded anymore. It's like, because in your work, someone's client is expecting from you something like that, boss. And if you messed up in college, you'll just get low scores, low grade. But in real life, boss,
You lose your job.
you lose your job. The
Yeah.
client will be disappointed. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Specs will be affected. Yeah. So
But like you know that now, right? But like there's a lot of people that go to college and don't learn them same lessons as what you are learning. Like there's still plenty of people that have gone to college and they will still have put no effort into like turning up on time or delivering an amazing service to their customer or client. So like why is that? Is that like a family values thing as well, or like why is that important to you?
because, boss, since my father and my mother's already just friends, boss, because they got separated.
Yep.
Yes, boss.
How old were you when they separated?
Um, I'm still teenager, boss. I think.
Okay.
Yes, boss. Something like that. But yeah, as I grow up, boss, I realized that no father figure will stand up for my family, with for my mother and for my sister. Like right now, we're just living three alone. My mother
Yeah.
is not me, in a small apartment, and my father is still living with his siblings, like that, boss.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
just realized, boss, that if I will not step up and will not grow, and if I'll just keep on getting shy, getting like some introverted style lifestyle, I think I'll be the one who will suffer, and I'll be the one who will not succeed in life, because I think
Appreciate you.
I will do that in my life. Like, I'll just not read it, but I will put work on it, boss. Something like that. So it helped me, boss, when I really started here in Virtual Spotter. It helped me grow a lot, boss.
Yeah. That's cool. That makes me happy, boss. I appreciate that, and it's cool. It's cool that like I think you and I have similar values, or we're trying to achieve similar things, which is like personal growth and trying to be the best version of ourselves, and support our families. And I think it's a credit to you as well that you identified that your father was no longer there, and there was no other father figure in the house. So I'm like, hey, what happens? Do I continue to be introverted? Do I continue to have or play a small part in my family, or do I take the man in the house and be the provider and the protector of both your mum and your sister? It's cool, man.
Thank you, boss. Thank you, boss.
And so your college is over. And what was your first ever job?
You won't believe this, boss. My first ever job is virtual spotter.
Yeah, so good.
Yes,
Yeah.
boss. Because my father, he's he has he have this family business, like some acrylic, something like this, boss. Oh, I might destroy it. I'll just we're creating some frames, something like that, boss. Some
Okay.
yeah, it can be. I'll try to show it. Oh, oops, sorry. Sorry, something like this, boss. Yeah, can you see it, boss?
Got you. Like a frame. Yeah.
Something like this. By the way, that's my dog and my girlfriend, boss.
Yeah, so cool.
You've already met her,
I have met her. Yeah.
and but the thing there, boss, is, uh, when it's a family business, there's no salary, so sometimes my father, my dad will just give me some allowance, but it's not enough, boss, because not the, especially back in pandemic years, the something what do you call this? The traditional businesses went down, boss, something like that, boss, right? Especially when it's not related in health and
Yes.
yes, boss. So yeah, I just that's the time I realized that.
And how did you find Virtual Spotter, or how did you find the opportunity?
Uh, yes, boss, we're getting there, boss, because the when I've I mean in pandemic days, boss, I think I need to start doing what I learned in college, and I start doing some graphics designings. In Upwork, boss, there's a lot of
Yeah.
hiring there, like part time. But I only got some, this from $5 per project,
Yeah.
a month, boss, already.
Yeah.
I still need to go back to my father's business and help
Yeah.
a lot. So I think uh, that won't help me succeed in life, boss. Something like that.
Correct.
It won't proceed. And just that's the time I realized that should I pursue doing some online jobs, online works, and then this. I've met Ivy. If you'll know her, boss.
Yeah.
Ivy from she's the graphic designer back then in F45 in the studios. Yes, boss.
Yeah.
She's also VA in the Virtual Spotter. So I
Yes.
met her in a part-time job, boss. So she's also a Filipina, and then she asked me, uh, "Hey, your graphics are good. Can you help me do this?" Because sometimes was I've already mastered, not really mastered, the Photoshop back then, and then she's asking me to help about some F45 graphics, F45 studios. I'm sorry, IBM. And then, but I've always, I mean, I'm just helping her just because she's my online friend, but
Yeah.
I don't get any money from her. I just
Yeah. Ivy owes you. So what we're trying to get to is Ivy, you owe Kim for some money, boss. I'm only joking.
yeah, boss. But really, thanks to Ivy, boss, that she she tells me that she told me that, hey, you've already helped me a lot. You always help me do this stuff for the F45 graphics, something like that. Why don't you apply here?
Yeah.
And then I'm scared because I don't know how, and my portfolio is just more on video editing, photo editing.
Yeah.
And then I think, boss, that's the time when you and boss Zach called me, and
Yeah.
for example, this day I submitted my resume and my portfolio, and then I think the next day, boss, you called,
Yeah.
and then you and boss, and then I told
Wow.
to Ivy, oh, is this really happening? Is this really true? Uh, so yeah, boss, it's because of Ivy, Miss Ivy. Yeah, that.
That's really, really cool.
Mhm.
Well, that's like, I think it's worth highlighting. Like, Ivy helped provide the opportunity, but your skills, your attitude, your experience, like, was the thing that sealed the deal, right? Because, like, if you weren't any good, Ivy could put you forward and you're still not going to get a job, right? Like, so, like, I think sometimes we need people to help us with an opportunity, and then for us to be able to capitalize on it, we have needed to do the work. And like, you had done the work, you'd done the education, you had tried, you had failed, you had, you know, made errors, and like, you're skilled, and that's, you know, ultimately the thing that got you the job, boss. And then and your attitude. It's wild. How many years have you been working for Virtual Spotter now for?
I think, boss, in uh, uh fir- first of all, boss, thank you for that. And then I think this coming September or November, I'm already 3 years, boss. Times
Wow.
so fast. It's really.
Really
Also
cool.
remember, boss, when I got here in Virtual Spotter, you and boss
Yeah.
Zach, you told me that we. I think you just told me that I'll just work part time, and because there's still now no specific position for me, like you still don't know what I
Yeah.
should do, and but I think boss you and boss Zach took risk to mm, uh, give me some full time work, full time job, something like that, and then yeah, boss, I'm really grateful that uh, I don't know, boss, I'm just speechless.
Do you know why? Do you know, I'll tell you why, right? You likely won't know why, but so the reason for like that, like even being offered to you, is because of the things that I highlighted before. It's because of your attitude. It's because of your work ethic. It's because of like who you are, where your values are. Like, for me, my job is to try to find amazing people and then create opportunities for them. So Virtual Spotter is a platform for you to use your creativity, your education to provide a service for our customers, and then you get paid from that, right? It's nothing crazier than that. So when we find amazing people, even though like we might not have had full time work straight away, it's like, hey, like let's figure this out. Like let's create an opportunity for this guy. I love his attitude, and we can figure the rest out thereafter. And typically, what happens is when you do that, opportunities start flowing in, and then all of a sudden you get this job and you get that job, and you start creating value for like Virtual Spotter HQ, and creating assets for, you know, fit leads, and, you know, creating assets for fit forms, and all of a sudden you're like across all businesses creating designs, and you know, all like everything, like mostly you have everything across all our brands, which is massive. So uh, again, it was off the back of you having an amazing attitude. That's why the opportunity was presented to you. So it's credit to you, boss, not me.
Thank you, boss. I'm really grateful for that, and
Yeah,
I think I will not be in this position if you and boss Zach didn't came into my life as well.
yeah, that's cool. And what are your goals at the moment? So, like, do you have any personal goals that you'd like to share with us, or anything that you're working towards?
Actually, boss, currently, I'm like every day, always enhanced my skills in designing, something like that. But I think that's just a short-term goals because I do it every day.
Yeah,
And yes, boss. But I think my long-term boss is, yeah, since we're living just in a apartment like right now, yes, boss. I think just to have uh, just to start, even if it's a small house, something like that. And yeah, but in terms of work, boss, yeah, I think yeah, to be honest, boss, yeah, I just really want to stay here for a very
yeah,
very long time to help uh, me and Virtual Spotter grow, to be an asset for Virtual Spotter to you, boss, and to boss Zach. something like that.
Yeah.
Clients, yes, boss. And yeah, to gain more clients that I can help and the virtual spotter that can still help. That's one of my goals, boss. Uh, Actually, boss,
Absolutely.
I'm not really planning ahead of the time because
Yeah.
I tend to focus on what's happening now, but I don't disregard the future because I do believe, boss, that what you do and what you create and what you manifest at this moment will be a good reflection or results in the future, something like that.
Your work goal is also my work goal. We share the same work goal for you, boss. It's like you stay, yeah, here and yeah, help forever and ever. So I think it's, and I like that personal one as well, being able to move out of an apartment into a house, like to have your own little space, maybe your own little yard. Like, yeah, that would be cool. I'm certain you get that, boss. If you know ultimately work hard enough and focus, then I think that comes to life.
Yes, boss. Yes, boss. Hopefully, boss.
Um, yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, it's been wonderful to catch up with you, boss. I appreciate you taking the time. It's cool to give people a little bit of an insight into who you are and what you're all about. They might be able to even put a face to the name that they've heard around, but I appreciate you very much. I'm extremely grateful to have you in our team. You've been with us like for a long time now, and I'm looking forward to the next 30 years working together as well. But I appreciate you, boss. You have a wonderful afternoon, and we'll talk soon. Salamat, boss.
Salamat, boss.
Bye.
You're my Lodi, boss.
You're my Lodi, my man. Peace.
Thank you, boss.
Boss Kimfher, absolute gentleman. Kind, caring, hardworking, amazing dancer. And the dude, we didn't really talk about it, but the dude can shoot a video. He can shoot a video and he can edit a video. He's actually an underrated video editor. I have all the time in the world for the guy. I like him a lot, and I'm very grateful that Virtual Spotter can create a platform for people like Kimfher. Thank you for tuning in for 11 Wins by My Lodi. Jump on YouTube, Apple Podcast, Spotify, bash the subscribe button, share it with your friends, check out TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all them things. And until next week, peace.